What's he going to be wearing?
Yeah.
Who's in the team around him? You know, how do they get around the gloves situation to make sure he's comfortable? Dillian Whyte's news.
Big up, Dillian Whyte. Finally, he made so much noise about this, and look at where he's positioned now. It's your girls, Katie and Sham, and you know who we are, Boxing and Bantz, and we thought we need to get together for this one. Big fight Saturday night, the trilogy, Tyson Fury v Wilder. Well, Deontay Wilder. We had a few viewers who wanted to give us their insight as to what they think is going to happen. So check it out.
Yo, Boxing and Bantz ladies, it's your boy LV Jeezy, letting you know my predictions for the Tyson Wilder fight. I just believe that Tyson is too clever and too clued up in terms of boxing ability, and he's just got too much for Wilder. So my prediction is it's going to be a round 6 knockout. Wilder, bye-bye. You know what I mean? Your career's ruined, you understand me? It's ruined, as my guy Ty Logan would say. So round 6, Boxing and Bantz ladies, that's my prediction. Gypsy King wins.
Yo, this is Super Youssef from Portugal in training camp. Saturday night we've got the big fight, the Gypsy King Tyson Fury versus the Bronze Bomber Deontay Wilder. I'm totally split down the middle. I don't know which way the fight's gonna go. You know, Fury showed that he can be both. He can come forward like he did in the second fight, or he can box like he did in the first fight. You know, Wilder's got his new coach, Millie Scott. He says he's gonna be coming with something new. So, you know, hopefully it's a good fight, but I'm totally split down the middle. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way it's gonna go.
My prediction for Fury Wilder 3 is I think it will be a close fight for the first 3 to 4 rounds, and then I think Fury's gonna figure out Wilder, and from there it's gonna be that second fight, and I think Fury will actually end up getting a late stoppage. But I actually want Wilder to win. I want to knock him out. 5 to 6 rounds, so I want to happen, but I don't see that happening.
What are you telling me, Boxing and Bantz ladies? It's your boy MK, and yeah, you know how to jump on for this prediction. I'm excited for this one, but yeah, I'm confident Wilder is going to get slumped in this fight. Fury, I think he's going to beat him in the 7th round. 7th round is where my predictions are, and yeah, that's it for me.
As we've watched their predictions, Sham, I'm going to go to you first. What do you think's going to happen? I'm excited about this one.
This is just such a 50-50 fight. On the one hand, you've got Tyson Fury with technical skill, his awkwardness. And then on the other side of things, you know, you've got Wilder with his, you know, incredible right hand. So anything can happen in this fight. Anything can happen in this fight. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I do believe, I've rewatched fights 1 and 2. I do believe Fury's going to take this one again. Although I'm not sure that's what I want this time, but I'll explain that in a bit. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, let's just go back to the press conference that had just happened. This is the first time we've heard Wilder speak. And I think it's well-deserved of the public and his fans that he actually said something. And it's funny because Fury made a statement when he said, you got rid of Mark Breland, but why didn't you get rid of JD, I think his name is. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. And he said, you know, you made all these accusations, but Jay was in the room while he was getting his gloves put on, his hands wrapped. So why didn't he fire him? That is a very, very big statement. And I don't think Wilder even said it. What did he say?
He didn't respond. He said he dealt with his team. How he felt, you know, necessary. We're not going to get the answer to that one. You know, that's something personal between him and his team. And who knows? Maybe, you know, Mark Breland just wasn't one of these yes men that people talk about in you know, Wilder's team. I don't know. What did you make of their demeanors in the press conference? Because, you know, Fury is his usual bossy self.
I felt as though Wilder's whole ego was on the floor. I still don't think he's recovered from his loss. I don't think he's even accepted that he's lost. And the way in which he lost, I don't think he can even fathom that he got beaten up. He got broke up. Like literally he got broke up.
He did.
Badly.
He did.
And he's not accepting it. And that's why obviously he's made all these accusations. Okay, Malik is, you know, helping him. He's training him. Cool. Do you think he's what, 35, 36, Wilder? Do you think it's too late for him to be learning new skills and learning how to box? Because really he's had what, 40 odd fights and they've all been knockouts. So that means he's been relying on his right hand, because we all know that he's not been credited to have boxing skills or a boxing IQ.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's too late for him to learn new skills. I think it's too late for him to learn enough skill to get around someone like Fury, if I'm honest. You know, there was lots of room for improvement in terms of his technicals, and I think he'll get it. I think he'll get some improvement, but yeah, it's not going to be enough. When I rewatched the fights this week to kind of get myself back in the momentum and back up to speed with what happened, I really had to remember to myself how much skill Fury actually has and how awkward he is to get. And, you know, I'm not sure this time if I actually want Fury to win. I haven't really liked a lot of the stuff that's been happening, you know, in the build-up, all the AJ stuff, COVID, you know, the fact that he's not defended his belt. You know, I'm starting to step away from Fury, if I'm being honest, and I almost feel like I might just be backing Wilder, as in supporting him a little bit more now. But ultimately, I don't think he's going to win.
I fancy Fury to win. And the reason why I say that is because he's got boxing IQ. He's going to lean on him. He's going to smother him. He's going to punch him up. He's going to run around the ring. He's going to be doing all that, hands behind the back, the, you know, this of the head and everything. I think it's going to be in Fury's favor. It's unfortunate though, because yeah, we know that Wilder doesn't have a boxing IQ, should we say, or he doesn't have a boxing technique or much skill. Yeah, but I feel like he got so far with his right hand and then done, you know. So I feel like in this fight anyway, he needs to win. Wilder needs to win. Will he win? I don't think so.
So you're saying that you think Fury will take it again? Yeah. How? On a points
No,
loss?
I don't think it's going to go to points. I actually think it's going to be either a TKO or a knockout. It's going to be a stoppage, or he's going to get knocked out. And the reason why I believe that is because, go back to the first fight, I believe Fury won. He outboxed Wilder and he got knocked out, as we all saw. Undertaker got up. Yeah. Cool. He understood his assignment and said, right, I know what I need to do in order to get the win. So he did what he had to do. He got the win on Wilder. And this time around, I don't feel like what more can Wilder do? Okay, he might learn how to dance around and move around, but he's going to have a plan until he gets punched in the face. Will he revert back to his old ways, trying to just let loose of that right hand? This fight is a bit tricky.
I think they're both going to come with their A game. I do think Wilder will pick up some new skills. Like I said, ultimately it won't be enough. I think it will be a stoppage also. And the reason I say that is because I believe that both of them are going to be going all out. I don't think either one of them wanted to go to 12. And like I said, we said before in the show, like there's so much riding on this.
So much.
There's so much riding on this.
So much.
Wait, we forgot Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte's news.
Big up, Dillian Whyte. Finally, he made so much noise about this, and look at where he's positioned now. Thank you, Jesus. He deserves it.
I don't know when it will happen. I suspect it won't be this year because this fight is kind of late, and then he's got the Otto fight in at the end of October. So maybe early next year, he'll be fighting Wilder or Fury. Who do we want to really see him fight out of those two?
Wilder.
Definitely.
Wilder.
100%. Yeah. 100%, because their styles, like they're both scrappers. They're both scrappers, like, and they both like to, you know, talk up the fight, you know, in the early stages. And like, I think that would be an amazing fight. not so keen to see him with Fury.
Fury, no. I more wanted to see AJ and Fury, if I'm being honest with you. And now that's kapoosh.
Yeah.
But there's all right. So let's just say Wilder loses, right? Do you think that his career is over, done? Do you think he should retire?
No, I don't. I don't think he should retire because ultimately, I still say he's got the strongest right hand in the heavyweight division right now.
Facts.
And he'll still be remembered for that. People will still want to fight him, I believe.
Yeah.
Because they maybe think they can outskill him or whatever. But I don't think he should go away altogether. But, you know, it could just be that he does that because it might get to him, you know, mentally, emotionally, because he seems quite sensitive to me personally. What do you think?
I think that there's a lot of options for him after if he was to lose. I don't think he necessarily needs to go into retirement. And I know what Fury was saying, oh, your legacy's over and and Wilder made a valid point that, you know, it's your legacy when you're dead. That's when you need to carry it on, or it's, you know, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But I definitely think he's got a lot of options who to fight. There's Derek Chisora, there's Usyk as well. Obviously, I know he's now heavyweight champ, but there's so many different options. Dillian White, as we said, there's options. There's still AJ. So, and he hasn't fought none of those people. So they're all new to him.
Yeah.
You know, so but I'm just going to give you my prediction off the rip. I'm going to say it's going to be a knockout or a stoppage between round 5 and 7. I can't say specific what round, but I believe I can feel it in my bones.
I'm going to go later rounds and I'm going to say...
I can feel it in my bones.
I'm going to say... between round 9 and 11 stoppage to Fury. However, it might sound like I'm sitting on the fence a bit here, but I'm never going to discount Wilder. If he catches him, and we've seen it before, he can knock him down. He may not get up the next time. So,
but then, okay, he may knock him down first round. I'm just playing devil's advocate, yeah? I mean, not first round. First fight, knocked him down clean, cold out.
Yes.
Second fight, he gave him that right hand, and you saw he gave him everything a few times. I think about 3 or 4 times, and it didn't affect him. So this is where I'm a bit like, okay. But guess what? We're not going to say Wilder's still dangerous, guys. Wilder is still dangerous. And we know that. We know that.
I'm never going to discount him.
No, we know that. But I think this is the type of fight where we're all like, because we know what Wilder's about with that right hand. But you know what? I'm looking forward to the fight because I want to see his skills, what he's improved on.
Yes, I want to see what Malik's
what he's worked. Yeah, worked on with him. So that's going to be very, very interesting. And
you know what I also want to see? What he's going to wear to the ring.
I know. Is it going to be heavy?
He cannot wear any.
Is he going to drink water before?
He can't wear any sort of outfit that he's going to be able to put the blame on. So all these things I'm going to be watching excitedly. What's he going to be wearing?
Yeah.
Who's in the team around him? You know, how do they get around the gloves situation to make sure he's comfortable, that nothing's been, you know. And he said something strange in the press conference, right? So on the one hand, he's saying that the metal was put in Fury's gloves last time. And then he said, your punches felt padded. And then I thought, well, then you've just completely contradicted yourself. Like, what are you saying? Either, you know, you had a dented skull from metal in the gloves, or you didn't feel the punches. Which one is it?
Exactly. And then he also said that your punches didn't even hurt me. You didn't even knock me out.
Exactly.
I mean, was we all watching the same fight? You got broke up.
Coming from his ears.
He was busted up, and then he had the audacity to say you didn't even knock me out. But yeah, do you know what? We're not even going to go back into that because that was so last year. But yes, guys, that is our predictions. So any comments, drop them below and let us know what your thoughts are. And yeah, I guess
catch us back next week for the post-fight review.
We have to do that. Guys, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Boxing and Bantz.
As Katie said, we're Boxing and Bantz, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.